Alright, so we're playing in the Magic Key now. We start with root. So we want to play up here because this is B flat here. So we should play a C up here. See that? We did the 4, 5, 6. Now let's get to the F. Now we're going to start on the second string up there, right? So we'll go. Now watch out for these little blues notes, because if you're looking at the chart and you're not looking at what you're doing, so you kind of have to do this thing. It's a different shape. It's not that familiar shape anymore. If I'm starting root here or 5 down here, if I go like this, without the blues note, I'm just used to that easy. But now we've got this blues note to trip us up. Okay, so it's okay. That's why people slide through these things. It's easier. So I don't like doing that right now because we're trying to place the note itself. Okay, and by the way, that's an anti-blues note there. Now that's interesting. So in that second, we've got our 4, right? Okay, so we've got the original B flat's going to be the 5th of the 4th, so that's going to be a B natural. So that is out of the Magic Key. B natural is not in the Magic Key, so it's an anti-blues note. But it's a good note because it's part of our root scale. So we could go, could just like chromatic right through that. Okay, and then when we go to the 5th, here's a new 4, 5, 6, 7 extra large string shape. I just put extra large. I'm an extra large. I can't stand too big of a shirt. It's as bad as too small of a shirt. I had a swimmer's build. Anyway, back to the lesson. So we're going to have this 4, 5, 6, 7, which we hardly ever have to invoke this extra long string shape. Now I'm not talking about a super long string shape. A super long string shape is really long, perhaps a double string shape. Okay, it is an extra large string shape, but 4, 5, 6, 7 is just going to get us right back into the build here. But in this particular case, in the Blues Magic Key, okay, so we got our 5th here. Remember now, we started root here. Now root becomes the 5th. Now root becomes the 4th of the 5th of the Blues Magic Key. The 5th of the Blues Magic Key is its let's see, root becomes the 4th of, now that's interesting because root here is B flat, then root becomes the 5th, okay, of E flat, and then root becomes the 4th of F. You know, that's me taking the B flat, E flat, and the F out of here. That's why I put them there. But it could be any key. If you're playing, let's say for instance, you want to use the Magic Key of C, so you're playing in D. Okay, so D goes to G and then to A, right? So the 4th, it's going to be F. It's going to be that note, that particular. Kind of funky there. Anyway, this is your 4th of the 5th of the Magic Key. So it goes like this in the C root C blues. So we've got, sorry, that was A flat. And then we go. Now we're on the middle one, down here. Let's get that note. So just a little digression here. With this anti-blues note on the 4th, everybody knows you play a C7, you're going to go. Now if you want to do that same scale on the F, you're going to hit that anti-blues note in between the 4th and the 5th of the F. Okay, little ditties there. Let's do the 5th now. So that's an anti-blues note, and that bothers piano players at first because it's no longer an easy. We can't do this thing like we can do on D, but you can't do that on F. You have to, you know, kind of it's a different motion. It's difficult. So that's your anti-blues note. That's your B natural and the Root Key Blues. Let's get to the 5th. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's wow, that's a tough one. This is just a little walkover to another build here. So we get back to our comfortable build here. Okay, we could and should even start at the 5 there, which would be starting on the C. Blues note right there. Maybe we should have started on the 4. I really suck at this. There's our blues note. Anyway, the point is, I guess this guitar is cutting into me while I'm trying to, you know, do this. The placement of the blues note. So this sets us up for a G string cutout here. So we've got a G string cutout on the E string shape, 2, 3, 4, and we've got an isolated 5, 6 blues note there. That's how that goes. Sorry for the playmanship or lack of it. Now let's look at the same thing. So this has 3 G string cutouts. Alright, and we're using that G string cutout to isolate this note. That's all this particular lesson is about. What's the best way to play this? Now let's get into the root key now. Now we're going to play in the root key of the 1, 4, 5 blues. Remember, root goes to 2, and the root of the 4th with the substitution, shape substitution, goes to 6, and the root of the 5th goes to the 5. Same note here, C in the key of C, F in the key of C, G in the key of C, like that. And here's what we're gonna do here. We've got 2 play-away longs. Why? Because just by a natural play-away build here, remember this little guy over here, right? So if we're starting 2 here, remember this is our play-away pattern. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3. Remember, we got to go to the right. We can't go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, root 2 like with the short patterns. Okay? So let's see. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. Simple. We've got an isolated 5, 6 here and isolated there. You know, so that's like, you know, that's what we're looking for. It's there for us. That's easy. Play away on the 4th, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. High enough, you know, 3rd string. This is coming right off of the open string, you know, so it'd be really nice. You just hit the open string, hit this and this, and you'll get a nice sound there. And then on the 5th, we're going to have to do